Just going to wait for a few more people to pop on. Hi, just popping on here to talk to you a little bit about Focus CBD oil. I've had lots of questions and lots of people popping on asking me about CBD oil, and I have a lot of questions that are asked over and over again. So I'm going to go through some of the most frequently asked questions about CBD oil, how it works, how to take it, what dosages, what it does for the body, how it works with the body. So I'm going to keep it brief enough. I'm going to just go through the basics of it, but any questions after this, you can just pop them into my DMs, or if you want to join my Facebook group, you can also join on there, and it's basically a private group where you can ask questions. You can do it anonymously as well. So, and people are sharing their journeys in there and their testimonials and everything on how amazing the CBD oil is. So I've been a huge advocate. I'll be also giving a discount code at the end of this, so stay tuned for that. So we've been using CBD oil for over 7 years in our family. I discovered CBD oil when Joshua was 2 and he was diagnosed with autism. And we used it for him. I'm not going to go into that whole story tonight because I have done that already, and you will see, I have videos up on our website, focusbyronax.com, with all the details, and you can actually see Joshua's absolute photographic and video diary before and after taking CBD oil, so you can actually physically see the differences in him, which I can't doctor, so they're all there. But I want to talk about this and how I use it for anxiety, stress, and for just day-to-day health and living as well. So so this is going to be more about for anxiety and stress and how it works with the body. So CBD oil, this is my own brand of CBD oil. It is the same brand of oil I've been using for the last 7 years, but we've just rebranded it under my own name. And the reason for that is because I want to share it as my story, because it's not just me selling a brand, it's about me believing in a brand and wanting to make a lot of changes in the world with this oil, because it is phenomenal. And I don't think people understand enough about it. They hear cannabis oil and they think it's like marijuana, and it's nothing like it whatsoever. So I was actually down the farm today. I've done a video which I'm going to load up later on, and it basically explains how the CBD oil is made, how natural it is. There's 2 ingredients in the CBD oil, which is your hemp seed and your whole plant of the hemp plant. The 2 of them are just milled together and basically create the oil. It's not quite as simple as that. It's using a cold press, so it's a very very detailed way of doing it, but very basic way. But it means we use the whole plant, which means we get all the benefits of all the plant. And a lot of CBD oils will only use the leaves or the stalk of a plant, so they don't get the whole goodness of it. Whereas we use the whole plant, and we use it's all organically made, it's all organically grown, it's all homegrown here in Ireland in Wicklow. And so yeah, I'll put up that video after, just so you can understand exactly how it's made. It's a very simple process, but it's how it's grown and harvested and everything that makes the difference with CBD oil. So lots of people see tons of CBD oils on the market and go, oh, that one looks orange flavour, or, you know, something that's nice. CBD oil doesn't taste nice, unfortunately. And that's anything that's good for you never really does taste nice. There is an earthy kind of, how would you call it, kind of a hempy taste off it. And it takes a bit of getting used to. A lot of people, with kids especially, find it kind of a little bit harder to get into them. So you can mix it with foods. The only thing you can't do is you can't cook with it. So you can't boil it or cook it in sauces, because it will just, the goodness of it will go. It's like microwaving vegetables. You lose a lot of the vitamins when you do that. So the best way to do is you can add it to food after it's cooked, but obviously you need to make sure that you eat all of the food. And for kids, it's great to add into a yogurt and just give them yogurt. Try and mix even to 1 spoon of yogurt, get that in, give another spoonful, and then they don't even taste the CBD in it. You can also add it like to a chocolate spread and put it on a bit of cracker. You could add, a lot of people add it to juice or to like a fruit tube, like a yogurty tube, and mix it up and add it in. That disguises the taste. I found one of the best ways actually was to add it to toast. So when you have your slice of toast, put on a little bit of oil onto like a quarter slice, add your butter over it, and even jam or anything, or just even the butter alone. The butter tends to neutralize a lot of the flavor of the oil, so it kind of, because it's an oil as well, so it will mask a lot of the taste of it, and like my kids wouldn't even notice. But the best way is to get it in is basically, I'm going to show you now in a minute, to just drop it into the mouth. When you go add it to food, it has to go through the digestive system, so it takes a little bit longer to go through, but it still goes through. It just will take a little bit longer to take effect. One of the major things that I find people say, oh, you know, I tried CBD oil and it didn't work for me. And I'm like, well, how long did you try it for? And they, oh, I took 2 doses and I felt no effect. So CBD oil takes a little bit longer to work. So the way CBD oil works with the body, it works, we all have an endocannabinoid system in our body. So it's like your digestive system, your nervous system, we have an endocannabinoid system which actually lies dormant in the body. And the only way it can be activated as such is with CBD. And years ago, hemp was grown everywhere. And I was actually very interested down the farm today watching the hemp growing. Our new crop is after sprouting up about a couple of inches. So I'll show you the video afterwards. So when you have the hemp, it was growing everywhere. So years ago, we were all taking it naturally. Animals were eating it. So through the ecosystem, we were all getting CBD. So our endocannabinoids, going back to the 60s, 70s, whatever, our endocannabinoid systems were working. Then what happened was they started associating hemp plants with cannabis plants, and they stopped it being grown. They limited where it could be grown, so the animals weren't eating it as much. So my theory is, whether right or wrong, is that it is we stopped having it into our diet over the years as the years went on. I think that's why there's so many more cases of autism, so many more people with anxiety and stress. Yes, of course, social media came in, and of course, life changes. But I do think our coping mechanisms are much worse now because we're not naturally getting this. So the way it works with the body is when you take, we have 2 CB receptors, so you have A and B. And when you take CBD, proper or like good CBD, it triggers those receptors to work. So if you think of a steam train going around your body, this system going around your body, when you fuel it with your CBD, or you add, say, fuel to the fire, it starts this working around your body. So it takes about 2 weeks for this to fully get your system going fast. So think of it again of a steam train going around. It takes a while, and you have to keep filling and fueling your body. So you have to keep taking the CBD. So that's one of the most important things, is that you take it regularly. I'll go through dosages now in a second. So as you take it regularly, when it goes to full steam, after about 2 weeks, you'll start to see a lot of the benefits. Some people, you'll see they work quicker. Their system works quicker, and you'll see effects after a day. Some people see it after 1 dose. So everybody's different, and there's no guarantee that this CBD oil is going to work for everybody. I always stress that. It works a huge amount with people with anxiety, stress, with sleep problems. And again, that's normally caused by anxiety. But it also is great for pain relief as well. But some oils are better for different things. So some oils are more targeted for pain relief, or are more targeted for different things. This works great with stress and anxiety. And again, the stress and anxiety causes a lot of the sleep problems, and therefore when that's sorted, you sleep better anyway. So we've had amazing results with this oil. And we have, as I said, I have a focus group. It's Focus Group by Rona X. It's a private Facebook group. Lots of people sharing their journeys privately in there. And that's where I keep a lot of my information on CBD oil in there, and a lot of my videos, so that people have a little safe space if they don't want anybody to know they're trying CBD oil. So just to clarify some of the major myths along with CBD oil, is that it's illegal. So CBD oil is illegal if the THC is above 0.3%. So this oil is minimal THC. So it's completely legal. It doesn't show up in blood tests. It is extremely safe to use. It can be used, they recommend it from age 2 onwards, but there is cases who've used it earlier than that. But recommend it from age 2 plus. We started on both my kids at age 2. You can't really overdose. If you take way too much CBD oil, the only thing that'll happen is get a little bit more lethargic. You can flood the endocannabinoid system, but it's not going to do any damage. It's just going to make you very lethargic, and it's a waste of oil. So, but too little oil can actually cause you to be a little bit more hyper, or with kids especially, a little bit more agitated. So if you find you're taking it and you feel a little bit more agitated, you just need to take more. You have to find your own level of taking it. Generally, on the bottle here, you have a dropper. And the dropper is all numbered 0 to 1 mil. So 1 mil is, if you squeeze it a few times, it'll bring it up to 1 mil. But what you want to do is start off at about 0.5 mil. So about half a dropper, which is about that much there. And you want to take this morning and night. So first thing in the morning, and about an hour or 2 before bedtime, to get the best effect. For some people, it works better to take the whole dose in the morning, but I find by breaking it up into 2, it helps with the sleep, and then it helps you function during the day. And basically, all you do is under the tongue, squeeze it a few times, because you will see there's a little bit left at the end. have a drink ready if you find the taste too much. It is like an earthy taste, as I said. It's not the nicest tasting oil. It's actually better than a lot of oils. Have a little drink ready. And that's it, it's done. Always shake it really well, obviously, before you take it as well, because it's an oil and it will settle. So shake it really well. Take about 0.5 mils morning and night. Do that for about a week and then see how you're feeling. See if you're seeing changes, see if you're seeing any benefits. After a week, I would move it up to 0.7 morning and night. That way you'll see if you see more benefits, stay on that. If you see no changes, go back to 0.5. And that's basically how you work it. But the way I work it is, we take 0.8 morning and night, and that's just our levels here. That's what works for us. But there is days where, example, you're going to a meeting or something really important or something that normally causes you to have anxiety. For me, it'd be days out with the kids or going to the airport with the kids or, big meetings I've been having recently, like where you're getting stressed or anxiety going into it. I would take an extra dose of oil just before that, and that just basically you counteract the anxiety that's coming, and you're just much more relaxed and prepared for it. So CBD oil works in different ways. I only started taking it because my son was taking it, and we had ridiculously crazy changes in my son, from completely non-verbal autistic with no communication, no interaction with us at all, to now a 9-year-old who's in the Scouts. He's in the local football club, in the local darts club. He's still in an ASD unit, but he has fully verbal and communicates perfectly. People who meet him don't even realise he's autism. He has dyspraxia and dyslexia as well, so they're more his conditions now than autism. So it doesn't get rid of autism, by the way, and there's nothing wrong with having autism, just to clarify that. I love it. My 2 boys have autism, my little girl has Down syndrome, so I'm a huge advocate for autism, but it just helps them to communicate better, helps them find words, etc. And again, I have videos on how Josh's journey went. So if you want more information on that, just send me a link or a message, and I'll send that to you. So I started taking it because I wanted to see how he felt taken. I wanted to see, do you feel whooshy? Do you feel anything like that? So I took it for 2 weeks or about a week and a half, and I felt no difference. So it was like taking a vitamin tablet, and that's basically all this is a food supplement. It's a class as a food supplement. And when I started taking it, so I took about a week and a half, and I didn't notice any major differences. So I said, like, I'm a very calm person anyway. I do Reiki, I meditate a lot. So it's like, it doesn't do it for me. But when I came off it, then I went, oh my God, I realized the differences that it made. So what I realized then when I came off it, I went back to obviously where I had been. And then I realized, oh my God, I actually wasn't sleeping great at night. I had a notepad at the side of my bed. At 3 o'clock in the morning, I'd wake up and my head would be bouncing around with ideas and, things I should do. And oh my God, I've got to do this. I have this appointment to make. And I'd have to literally, this pen and paper stays with me everywhere. I'd have this beside the bed so I could write down notes during the night so that I wouldn't forget. Because I wouldn't be able to sleep unless I remembered them all. So then what I do is I'd wake up in the morning and I'd have a list of 100 things to do. And I'm going, oh my God, I'm never going to get these done. I have to do this, that and the other. I'd be so flustered and so much anxiety about what I had to do. The anxiety stopped me actually doing the stuff I needed to do, which would clear the anxiety. When I was on CBD oil, and now when I'm on CBD oil, how I find it works for me is it calms all that noise down. It just helps me to relax and to focus. Hence, I call the name Focus. To focus on what's really important to me. So I now go through my list in the morning of things to do and go, okay, I've got 100 things to do, let's just do it. And I start ticking the boxes. And I might get 10 things done, I might get 2 things done, I might get 100. But I go to bed and sleep that next night because I know tomorrow I'll just get up and do more of it, and I get really focused. And that's how it works for me. That helps me to sleep better at night because I'm not worried about everything. I'm not overthinking. I don't have all these voices running through my head. I can go, right, I need to do this, this and this. Like if I miss a dose, I will feel the difference in it. And I can also tell around me, the people who are on CBD oil, I can tell if they've missed a dose because you can instantly see that your tolerance levels are lower. Even with the kids, if I come in at night and the kids are all running around and they're all crazy, just being kids. Before when I was off CBD oil, I used to come in and I find myself going, would you all shut up? Or not shut up, but like, would you all be quiet? Or, and I was losing my cool and I couldn't cope. I was kind of going, oh my God, how am I going to do this and make the dinner? And they're all killing each other. Now I walk into the room and I go, okay, she's killing him. He needs food. She needs to go to a different room and separate them out. And I get those few minutes of calm to kind of go, okay, I need to assess the situation, decide what needs to be doing, and then separate them out, move them there, feed her, do this, whatever. I can very calmly do it. And so it's very subtle changes but they're huge, if that makes sense. It really is like, by the way, if you have any questions, just ask as we're going along. But it really is, it's amazing. It really is. I don't know. I couldn't go through a day without it. Hello, Rona. So happy I ordered my third bottle. I will never be without it again. Oh, thank you so much. I still don't know how to pronounce your name. Sneeze. I'm going to go with, but thank you so much. Like it is, and like I'll never come off CBD oil. Like, people always ask me like, oh, how long do you have to take for it? It's for life. If you don't take it, it doesn't work. So you will go back. You'll revert back to where you were. You have the anxiety to come back, all that kind of stuff as well. So it is, and if you actually work it out at the price that it is, it sounds like a lot when you hear it, but it's actually less than €2 a day. How many times are you going to buy a coffee for the sake of buying a coffee and throw it out? Sinead, thank you, Sinead. How many times would you go out and buy a coffee and leave it in the car and don't even drink it? Like €2 a day is nothing for peace of mind, getting your work done, getting focus in your life, being calmer with your kids. And I think as a parent, as a special needs parent, or as a normal parent, or as somebody who has responsibilities with work, with animals, whatever it is, when you're calmer and able to deal with situations better, everybody around you is calmer, and everybody else around you works better. And that's basically what you're trying to teach as well. I find for me, I want to teach my kids that it's okay not to be okay. I have my days, don't get me wrong, even on the CBD oil, I have my days where I lose it, and I have my days where I burst into tears crying, and that's a bit of menopause thrown in there as well. Randomly, for some reason as well, with menopause, I never actually got hot flushes. I don't know whether they do say it helps with menopause, but I never got it. So that's kind of good as well. A little bonus for it too. So yeah, it just helps with all that anxiety and stress, and helps you to focus on what you want to do. Therefore, you get things done. Therefore, you sleep better, etc., etc. So it has ongoing effect. The other thing it's really good for, it's a natural antibody. It's amazing for your immune system. So my 2 kids never got COVID, and they've been on the oil for years now. And I got it and didn't get it bad. That's not to say that helped, but my 2 kids were chronic asthmatics. I actually only dug out today. My friend was here. Her son is asthmatic, and I have nebulizers here. I have steroids. I have a doctor's closet of stuff for asthma. And once my kids started on CBD oil, about a month later, that was the last of their asthma attacks. They never had an asthma attack since they've been off, and we've had the asthma clinics ring going, oh, why haven't you been in to see us? They've never had asthma since. And I definitely think that helped with that, without a shadow of a doubt, because they were literally hospitalized. One of them was hospitalized every month with chronic asthma attacks. And they've never had anything. And even coughs and colds and stuff, they get over really quickly. I just definitely think it helps them with your immune system. I'm very rarely sick either, touch wood. So it's really good for your body's system. It just helps all of your systems. So the endocannabinoid system I explained earlier on helps all the other systems to work better. It helps your digestive system. It helps your nervous system. So it helps all these systems to work better. Therefore, you're calmer. You digest better. You let more tolerances for food. You have better skin. You have better everything, because all the systems are working better. So that's basically how it works. So as I said, the most important thing is you take it consistently, morning and night, every day. Minimum 2 weeks to really see the effects of it working. It's also going to be amazing for teenagers and people doing exams, people who have work interviews, people getting married, and who have, a lot of people who are getting married find it really stressful. It's a big event to organise. People don't like being the centre of attention. People, there's a lot of decisions to be made. So it really helps to calm that down. I had a bride here yesterday who was having panic attacks all the time over the wedding. And she's trying it now. So there's lots of different reasons to take it. It's definitely worth trying if you are somebody who suffers with anxiety and stress. It is definitely something to try out and see can it help you. As I say, it won't work on 100% everybody, but it's working on 95%. And those 5%, you just need to try a different CBD oil. That's basically what it is. We have some amazing new products. We're down the farm today. So excited about some of the products that are coming out in the next few months. And a lot of them are going to be CBD related, and a lot of them are going to be hemp related. So, but they're all natural, amazing products, and I'm so excited about them. And they're going to help a lot with people who don't particularly like the taste of this, other ways to get it in. So that's all coming soon. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to pop them into me. I'm going to give a discount code out tonight. It's going to be TikTok 20. And that is because I'm going on TikTok now in a few minutes to do a live over there as well. So just keeping the one code between the two. So TikTok 20, that code will be valid until midnight tomorrow night. It's 20% off CBD oil. So the website is focusbyronax.com. The link's in my bio there as well. And if you have any questions at all, just pop them through to me. Join my Facebook group. I will leave the link in my stories there as well, or the link is in my bio there as well. And you can join in there, have a look at the other. It's all on Trustpilot as well, the reviews that are coming in. And as Sinead is there, agreeing with every word I say, thank you, Sinead. It's amazing, and I can't talk about it enough. I can't shout higher from the rooftop, and it's so wonderful to be on this journey now with so many people in the group who are having the same journey I had, and like Sinead there, who their lives are changed by it, and you'd never go back because you don't want to go back to life with anxiety and stress. And we do have special offers. We have some new special offers as well coming in for people who are on it long term to be able to buy in bulk and not have to pay as much, because obviously, and again, if you have kids and yourself on the oil, obviously that's more expensive. So we will look after people who are on multi-buy or who are on long-term stay as well. So and everybody who's already signed up for a subscription with us or who are long-term buyers as well, we are going to be introducing you first to all the new products. So make sure you are in the Facebook group if you are starting it as well, so that we can include you in that, because we do a lot of special offers in there. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope that answers a lot of the questions. Again, if you want to see more, go on to focusbyronax.com. I have 2 videos on there. One is a half-hour video of me talking where I explain absolutely everything, how it worked for all of us individually, with different people. So with Molly, who has Down syndrome, Joshua, who has autism, and Jamie, who's Asperger's. So I have all that documented on the Facebook, on the website page. And then I have also a video of Joshua's journey before and after CBD oil on there. And I see Maureen in there. And yeah, so I have all that on the Facebook, on the website page. And then if you have any other questions after that, just pop them through to me. So I'll be over on TikTok live now at 10 o'clock. It's under Rona Cullinan if anybody has any other questions or anything like that. And as I said, the discount code for tonight is TikTok 20, and that'll be 20%. That'll be going live now at 10 o'clock. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I hope that educates a few of you a bit more about CBD oil and how amazing it is, and the amazing journey I've had with it. So thank you for tuning in.